Hello everyone, my name's Katie and I've come to interview Jan Burchett and Sarah Vogler, who I've known all my life, about their books. Sarah, who was your favourite children's author when you were younger?
Oh, definitely Enid Blyton. Used to read all of her books, particularly The Famous Five.
Yes, that was a favourite of mine and all my friends. And I did also like, and I know you do too, A.A. Milne, who wrote Winnie the Pooh.
And Jan, what was your favourite bedtime story?
Well, when I was a very little girl, I had a book, and I've still got it, and it was called Tippity is Snowed Up. It involved a small elf in a woodland scene whose house got snowed in the winter, and a family of moles came and rescued him. And I used to act out, very briefly, the moment when Mr. Mole pops up through the floorboards every night.
And what was yours, Sarah?
I think it must have been Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which we read even though it wasn't Christmas. And I was very young, and there was a very terrifying picture of wolves chasing the poor reindeer, and that has stayed with me all these years. I loved it.
And what was your favourite book when you were 8?
Well, I liked A Traveller in Time, which is all about a girl who goes back to Tudor England in the reign of Elizabeth I, at the time when Mary Queen of Scots is about to get her head chopped off. I enjoyed that very much.
Yeah. I think it was definitely The Famous Five. I was there having it. I remember one, I think it was called The Treasure Island or Treasure Hunters.
Oh.
So I can't remember the name now, but it's just such a good adventure.
I like the ones on Kirin Island as well.
Yes.
They were lovely, weren't
They were good.
Sarah, if you could be any character, what would you like to be? Or who would you like to be?
Who would I like to be? Well, I'd like to be a character that could fly. I'd love to be able to fly. So really, that's a lot of characters. Going back to The Famous Five, which I seem to be a bit stuck on, but there are 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls. One of the girls, just all she does is the clearing up and the cooking, and the other girl's a bit of a tomboy. So actually, I always wanted to be the second boy, who was called Dick, and he was very funny, and he used to have lots of adventures, and everyone liked Dick. He was the most popular, so I wanted to be that child, the popular one who could do everything.
And Jan, which character would you like to be?
Well, in The Famous Five, I always wanted to be George. She was a girl, but dressed as a boy and had the adventures, whereas Anne was always washing up. So
Yes.
that was what I wanted to be.
Lovely. Thank you. And let us just introduce the third member who just briefly came in at the end. This is Holly the cat, who desperately wanted to be involved.